See this? This is my boomstick!
Hi everyone, Boomstick here from the Green Diamonds. Today we're looking at the Unlimited Series multiplayer season, and let's take a look at the rewards, import parts and customization packs, and a little bit of tokens for the ranks. And then in the top 1000 we get a Evo and a Senna for top 100, Regera for top 10, and Rimac for top 1 for the epics. So lots of good stuff on offer. Most people are just going to get an Evo epic out of this, but the cars are quite high ranking cars, so this might not be a good multiplayer for most people. Obviously the Rimac is making its debut, and we've got the Senna and the Regera. Those three cars are going to be the top cars, and my Senna got an epic last season, so I'm just going to put that in, and I think I'll put it into the top speed because the acceleration is already pretty crazy, but it is a little bit weak on top speed, so that's where I'm going to put that. Anyway, let's have a look at the Senna. Obviously you're maybe familiar with this car. It is a very, very different car to most cars in the game, being that it has an insane amount of handling. So it is very, very sensitive on the joystick, so you may want to drop your sensitivity if you're going to be using this Senna. But other than that, it is just a weapon, shockwaving all the way through a level. So let's have a look here what I can do. We're in San Francisco, which this car likes, and we're gonna just go straight up here and just do a little baby drift and then try and snap it around. The car is very zippy, and we'll see if we can get a shockwave here. We will get one around the bend. It's just a great car to drive, though it is so different that I think you probably will want to use some quick races to just get back into the feel of the car, and you'll definitely do well with it in the early stages. Towards the end, I don't know, I'm leaning towards perhaps the Rimac might be the car to beat, but the Regera is still formidable, but I think it's going to be between the Sennas and the Rimacs, just depending on what track comes up. Whoa. Just held that together there. Alright, so obviously it's early days and I'm playing against people, random people, so these are very easy matches. Early on is really good time to get stuck into the multiplayer. You will get points very easily. I'm going to look at that later. Alright, let's get going. I'll go to the Regera now, and we'll take this for a spin. Now mine is only 5-star. I am slowly working on this, but it hasn't been my focus. But I think maybe I might be farming credits to get some more blueprints. We'll see. I don't know if I'm within range yet. I think I'm close, but no cigar, but we'll see. Alright, now you can see I'm matching with people driving LaFerrari and the like. I think these could be people that have exhausted. Actually, there's no fuel in this. I've just realized there's no fuel in this multiplayer. That's why it's unlimited season. Well, I did rush into this very quickly, so we'll see how we can go with the Regera. I'm just gonna do a little wiggle there, and no, I missed it. I missed the bottle, but that's okay. Against these cars, I'm probably gonna have quite an easy task here. Oh, he bumped me and then he died. Oh well. So yeah, you can see that these early matches, if you've got the cars, you're going to have an easy time of it. Those of you that are stuck with, say, your LaFerrari and maybe your Hussey, yes, you're going to be very hard pressed. You may actually choose to wait a day just to let some of the people with the higher end cars get out of your ranking areas, so you don't match with them. That might be a strategy you might approach, and just focus on other things. Maybe you do worlds while you're waiting. Anyway, and there's also burst of speed, which is still going. though you may not have that car if you don't have these cars. So yeah, this Regera is just, it's basically like half a Jesko and crossed with, I don't know what, maybe an Apollo. It's got the same sluggish sort of acceleration at the start, but the high end is good. But with this car particularly, you have to keep it very high speed. Now, to the granddaddy of them all, the Rimac, the bane of everyone's existence at the moment, for those who are free to play. The Rimac, it's, you know, if you had a free go in the special event, it's quite a weird car. I still can't put my finger on it. It feels very silky, but even at low speeds, it feels kind of dangerous. It's hard to explain. I think the acceleration is really good, but like as far as nitroing is concerned, acceleration. But anyway, let's have a look. We'll see what we can do here. Obviously, we're still up against very low-end cars. Obviously, I'm not doing this to demonstrate my skills. It's more about creating a background for the topic of discussion. I think it'd be boring if you were just watching me stand here and tell you about the cars. So I thought I'd play in these types of tutorials. So here we go. We're gonna drift around this corner a little bit, and we didn't quite get the shockwave there. So the car doesn't really have it in the bag. I think some people do like to shockwave there, and if you can get it off, it's much better to do so. Anyway, we'll do the building jump here and see if we can't get a purple nitro around this corner, or a shockwave. No, it's not going to happen. The Rimac uses its nitro very quickly, but it is effective, and I think that's part of why it feels powerful. I'm going to have to grind there, but you can see my average speed. It's between about 350 and about 420. So even though this car's got it, I think where the real power in this car is in the handling and the... See there, I got up quite fast. And I think that's it. You can return, if you've got nitro, you can return very, very quickly to your top speed. So it's a cool car. Definitely happy to have that in my garage. It's going to be great for this event. Obviously, if you don't have the Rimac, this event isn't really for you. You can try and win with the Senna and the Regera, but my good friend Infernal tried with the Evo, and he said it's a no-go. So I'm not even going to bother with these. I mean, you can see there from the top speeds that these cars have. They're just not going to compete against, you know, something that's 50 k's faster and an S-Class. So yeah, this is a bit of a weird limited season, but I think it's more geared as a reward for people that got the Rimac. So I'm just going to keep going with the Rimac now until I can get to Pro. We'll see what kind of people we come up against. I'd say that within the next 2 races, I'm probably going to start meeting the more superior players that are actually getting into the event early. And then I think it might make for more interesting competition. But as we can see, we've got an Evo here, driver 1564. We've got and 2 Hussies. So the mix is quite strange. I think like maybe if you've got the Vantage or the Evo, you can probably play now, but just I guess be prepared to be beaten by other people. It's really an interesting. I don't quite know how to read this season other than the fact that it's unlimited fuel, which means people are just going to spam this event, and they're going to get points very, very quickly. So the spread is going to be very, very vast in a very, very short period of time. I can see people with the S-Classes just going nanas on this, and really putting their position out of reach of anyone else. So just bear that in mind when you enter this competition, because it's probably going to need a lot more time invested than your average multiplayer. But we're doing the Drive Syndicate, and we're all grinding, or some people are grinding, so people are probably used to doing lots of races. Alright, so there we go, another one in the bag. I am feeling very good with this Rimac. It's not bad. So their Pro is at 1150, so we should get there in 2 races, I would say. Hopefully we're going to start to see some of the competition, and we might get a bit more of a tighter match, so I can really see how well this Rimac is going to perform against things like the Senna. I am skeptical. I think the Senna can actually beat the Rimac at 3-star. I think that there will be maybe 15 or so people that actually have 4-star Rimacs, and they may be able to really dominate. But I think it's going to be about the Senna, and so I'm very happy that mine's at 5-star. I kind of wish it was at 6, so I was very close to getting to 6, but ran out of packs. But I'll get that in March or February when the next legendary weekend comes up. Alright, and we're off. Doing I hate that corner. It's just so frustrating. So many races ruined by hitting that building. Alright, maybe even just grazing the building and getting sent into the river. Alright, we'll do this one, and we'll see if we can get a barrel roll off as well. Yeah, the Rimac can do it. I mean, you can see it's not a clean... I'm not driving very cleanly. And we'll do some shockwaves here and we'll jump and see what happens. Yeah, see, it kind of lost it. It lost the shockwave. And even there, I'd lost it. I think it's because just the slightest tap will stop your nitro from running. I haven't been doing much 360 KDs in this car yet, so I can't really speak for how robust the chassis is when you're coming up against the tougher cars. But considering we've only got Regera and Senna, I would say that the Rimac is probably heavier and will fare better against those. Alright, we're at 60. I would say this will get us through, and I hope this gets us through to Pro. And let's just see, we only need 14 points, but I'm hoping that we can get some good players. I really would like the video to actually have some competition in it, not just me playing randoms. Okay, here we go. So we've got a Tarazi, Hina from Tarazi, and that looks like Trigger 998. I think they're from, what's the guild? Yeah, we'll find out. I think are they Nordic? No, I'm not sure. We'll just see. We'll wait. So I'm going to cut over. I didn't have enough nitro. Now you see, normally I would shoot that and then cut across, grab the nitro, but I ran out of nitro there. You can see how quickly it just disappears in the Rimac. So we'll see how it handles this too, because I'm interested. You see the nitro, it goes so quickly you can't build it up when you're doing the normal 360, trigger the nitro, and then hold drift to get shockwave. It just didn't happen. And we didn't even feel like we were spinning that well. Now I could have done that jump better perhaps. Anyway, let's try it here. Yeah, you can see the nitro goes up, down, up, down, up, down. It's a strange car. I'm yet to fully get my head around how to drive this properly. But it seems to be doing okay. Crash Test Dummies, that's where he's from. And Asphalt Vocation. I've seen them a couple of times. Alright, well, that's pretty much it. I got to Pro, and so that means I'm wrapping up this video. If you've got any questions about the car, or about any of the cars actually, or if you'd like to know more about something, or you want a specific video done, definitely hit me up and in the comments. And if you're really enjoying the video, you can give it a like up the top there. or subscribe to my channel. And really want to wish you all a happy new year and good luck with the Unlimited Series multiplayer season. All right, take care, everyone.